Last 18 hours. What's it been like for you?
I don't even know. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's been I'm in disbelief. It's been a great day. It's been from the time I got that phone call, from the time for the beginning of the draft. It was crazy, nerve-wracking, but a true blessing and a great opportunity for me and my family to just be here. So it was great.
Jaylen, it seemed like throughout this process, there was a wide range of areas where you were projected to go. What was your thought when the Falcons were the team on the phone?
Hey, I was stoked. I was ready to work. I mean, it was a great opportunity for me, and like you said, there was this, that, and third, and I really didn't feed into it because it is what it is. But I'm just happy to be here.
What was your reaction when you found out the news that the Falcons had traded back into the first round and picked up James Pearce Jr.?
So I didn't know. I was doing like media and all the rest of these things, and then I'm driving to Charlotte, and I looked at my phone and I'm like, what? James Pearce is Atlanta Falcon? That was pretty special. We have a connection of just being from North Carolina and being maybe 40 minutes apart, and of course playing against him when he was at Tennessee as well.
So you were driving to Charlotte this is last night?
Yes.
Last night.
Mm-hmm. And I'm like, wow.
Not driving yourself, hopefully.
Oh yeah, I was perfectly fine. I was perfectly fine.
What was that plane ride like, getting to know him a little bit better, you guys both being from the show?
It was, we were just, catching up. We both been busy, and of course, we caught up at the combine, and then, of course, sitting there on the plane, just picking his brain, because, I didn't really get the opportunity to sit around him much just because we play against each other, but he's a great guy, and I'm excited to work with him.
We heard Raheem Morris last night, talk about your versatility. It's clear that he's excited to add that to the defense. You have called yourself a chess piece. What are you bringing, and how is that versatility going to help this defense?
Yeah, I'm here to be that piece. If they want me there, I'll be there. If they want me here, I'll be there. I'm just excited for the game plan to see what we're going to work with.
What's the most important thing that Georgia's program and Glenn Schumann has taught you that you think will translate over for the Falcons?
The whole program, they taught me how to work. I knew how to have a consistent work and grind before high school, but being at Georgia, you got to work hard. And if you work hard, you're going to be successful. And just keeping that mentality of being able to be determined and work hard should excel my career to the next level.
Having another former Bulldog in Leonard Floyd here in Atlanta, how excited are you to really get to work with him?
It's great. I mean, I'm just excited to be here. I'm excited to be with everybody in the locker room, especially, of course, we got a couple dogs on the roster, himself, and then, of course, Charlie Warner as well. So it's a little homecoming.
Jaylen, you seem to have a really wonderful family around you. Just what's all of their support meant to you throughout, even before Georgia, and just through all this?
It means a lot. My dad being a coach himself, my mom being a coach's wife, and, having her career as well. Our schedules are hectic. It was his schedule and then my schedule, and of course my younger brother's schedule as well. But they still find a way to come support, regardless if it's my aunts, uncles, cousins, somebody's always there for support, and I appreciate them so much for taking the time and for being there for me and my younger brother.
You spoke yesterday about Micah Parsons being a mentor-type person and helped you in your career. Did he reach out to you yesterday, and also did any Falcons veterans reach out to you?
Yeah, Micah, we haven't spoke yet, but we'll probably link up or talk about it later on. But yes, Micah is a great asset for me. Being the person he is as a hard worker, being a great player, a great person. Most definitely a great person, and just giving me advice during just the whole process, the whole combine, pre-draft process, all that, and of course just being that role model and that older brother role for me as well, just to make sure I'm all right. And of course, I got a text earlier from AJ, so it's pretty cool just to see that, and it's good to be welcomed in.
Raheem was reluctant to make too big a deal about having you in the same sentence with Micah, because that's a lot to put on a guy. Do you worry about trying to set that kind of standard for yourself?
Not at all. You know, my standards are high for myself. You know, that's just what I pride on. But, you know, me and Micah are two separate people. You know, Micah is Micah, but I am Jaylen Walker myself. And I do emulate him in some ways of, you know, just versatility in game. But I do think I have a different niche to myself.
Jalon, there's forever been a contingent of people who are convinced the Falcons were never going to draft a Georgia guy early in the draft. Is that something from your position that you were ever aware of? Is that something that you heard?
I mean, if it was, it was. I mean, I'm here now. So, I mean, it's just an opportunity, a great blessing to have to be here. So.
James said last night he's got a little bit of a chip on his shoulder because the talk coming in was that there were some teams that were concerned about his commitment to football. I wonder if in your short time that you spent together today, if you got any sense of that he feels like he's got something to prove.
James he's on a mission. You know, we're all on a mission, you know, and we are here today because we have a mission. We have a pride about how we perform and how we go about things. And my goal for me and James is just to keep pushing each other to the best ability we can.
Do you feel like you guys kind of complement each other as far as what you can do, you know, on the field?
Yeah, I mean, if I'm left, he's going to be right. And if he's right, he's going to be left. Or vice versa. If I'm back, he's going to be on the line. You know, I feel like our games do complement each other. You know, it's just a different way that we play, but we do play it at a high level.
I want to say Jerry mentioned last night that when they had the event out here that it was you and him kind of just chatting the whole time. What do you recall about that?
Yeah, we were the local day. That was last week. Came out and it was great. I mean, it was just an opportunity for him just to talk and get to know each other a little bit more and just recap. And he's telling me about, you know, the new upgrades coming around to the building. Got to meet his son, things like that. I mean, it was really informal, but it was a great conversation that I had with him.
What do you feel like you maybe even learned about him at that time?
He's very smart to begin with, but he is someone that the Falcons organization is gladly to have. He is on a mission, and he is setting things up to put this program on the rise.
What are you most excited about?
Hey, I'm just taking it day by day. I was excited just to put the hat on yesterday. I'm excited to be in the building today, and I'm excited just to get to work. I mean, it's coming fast, but, you know, I'm always ready.
Is there anyone on the team you particularly can't wait to, like, learn from or pick their brain?
Really, everyone, you know, just because I've been in the locker room with different players and with different backgrounds, and it's something that I'm coming into and just, you know, just seeing what they say with some advice, just listening and hearing them out, you know, just trying to make myself a great welcome.
What kind of asset are you in the locker room then? Are you more of an observer or vocal?
I say both. Of course, you know, being at Georgia, I was that leader for that team, with plenty of other guys. But there's certain ways you lead. Certain guys lead in certain ways, and I feel like I have the mix both of being able to observe, because if you can talk to some guy some way, you can talk to another guy another way, just because if you observe and see how they react to some things, it's how you can boost the relationship within the system.
Did they pick both of you guys up in Charlotte today?
Yes.
You talked about Jeff Olberg being a visionary back at Pro Day. Now that you're here in the building, what does that vision look like for you?
Yeah, exciting work. I mean, that's all it is. I mean, I'm excited to be here. They're excited just to, you know, be a part of my journey, and I'm happy to be there for them. You know, it's just going to be a road that we'll just have to see.
Anything else? Awesome, thanks, guys.
Yeah, appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. Yep.
Were y'all mad that was the LA pick was the one that they picked you with?
Yeah, I was happy my phone rang.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how's it been so far getting that news? My name is Daryl Orlando Ledbetter of the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. I started my career covering high schools in Charlotte, but I don't know where Chambers is.
It's Vance.
Okay.
It's just called Vance. It used to be called Vance. They changed it to Chambers.
Okay, I lived around Garinger and
Oh, yeah, on the east side of Charlotte.
Independence,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So what has it been like for you?
It's been great. It's been amazing. Blessings.
And, you know, just through the whole process, you know, what was it like just going through the whole process after the big year last year, playing the Buckeyes in the playoffs and so forth?
Well, lost that game. Ain't finished too strong how I wanted to finish, but it wasn't ideal, and the production numbers was down a little bit, so that wasn't ideal either. But it was a blessing just to be able to say I'm in this position, be able to go on to the next level and be able to chase my dream.
So did you grow up watching the Panthers? Do you know much about the Panthers, Falcons, rivalry?
Oh yeah, it's in the NFC, same division. You know what I'm saying? I watched the Panthers a lot growing up. Yeah.
What's your takeaway from that rivalry?
Well, they gotta feel me. I get to make sacks and get up in my hometown and look at me. They passed up on me, so that'll be fun.
We asked Jaylen about last night because he got picked and he was on his way to Charlotte for the play this morning, and he didn't even know that they had drafted the Falcons drafted back into the first round to pick up you, and he saw it on his phone. He was like, "Oh man, this is awesome."
Yeah.
So from your perspective, you're watching the draft. Falcons trade back up to take you. They already got Jaylen. How excited were you?
Oh, I was super excited, super stoked, and then I was super stoked. Yeah.
What was the plane ride down like with him?
Oh yeah, I just tell them that we can just show love off Carolina and we could throw the Georgia and Tennessee stuff behind us. So. Yeah.
That was important.
Yeah.
Very the hatchet.
Yeah.
James, how would you describe your own game?
Electrifying. I've been hearing a lot of people call it juice too, so we can say that word too. But yeah, fun to watch too.
How important is it to you on every single snap to be the first one off the line? Because it feels like that is your mission every single play.
Yeah, you always want to be the first movement. You know what I'm saying? No false steps, no wasted movement. So I want to be going in the right direction at all times.
Obviously, he mentioned last night that when you came here, you and him were in the office chatting about pass rush moves, and he said you had a few moves you wanted to refine. What are those moves, and just what do you kind of remember about that chat with him?
Coach Rod, great guy, great person, especially to me. But yeah, just be more consistent with my hands, be able to win with my hands a lot more, and just things like that. But as long as I'm a pass rusher and I'm in the game in NFL, I probably won't ever stop working my hands. So.
I'm sure you've chatted with a lot of head coaches, but what about Raheem, impressed you in the process?
Just the way he believed in me and believed in my skill and know what he wanted to pull out of me, which was greatness and the best. And I feel like they showed that by what they did last night.
Does it excite you to be able to work with a coach who has worked with Von Miller, Aaron Donald, some of the best kind of defensive linemen over the last 5-6 years?
Yes, sir. Be able to put my name and stamp my name that he got to coach me too. So, yeah, two-way street.
Jaylen, I'm sorry.
Are you good?
I apologize. They essentially used 2 first-round picks on you because of the trade. Do you feel pressure because of that? Do you feel like, you have to produce to a certain level to meet that?
No, sir. I wanted to produce anyways, but I feel like some people might use, like I said before, like, some people might use negative to fuel the fire. I feel like that was a super positive thing they did, and that fueled my fire. That put a lot of gasoline on there, made me want to go ahead and play for this organization a lot harder and a lot better. Yes, sir.
Speaking of some people have negative motivation, you said last night you had a little bit of a chip on your shoulder because of the talk coming into the draft that people were questioning how much you loved the game, sort of what your commitment was. Where do you think that talk came from? Why do you think people got that impression?
I don't know where it came from. I love the game, so I just got to leave it at that.
Do you feel like you want to prove that to people early in your career?
Did I love the game?
Yeah.
I want to show people that I want to win,
Yeah.
and then that pretty sure expect I love the game.
Hey, last year after you had the 10 sacks the year before, did you get a little bit more attention last season?
Yeah, that's always the thing though. Scheme for you, run plays away. That's always a thing. Misdirection. You want to isolate one of the best players on the field, so that plays a part sometimes.
Players sometimes talk about their why they love football, why they play the game. What's your why?
I just want to prove it to myself that I'm one of the best and I can rock with the best. And then after that, it's my mom and my family believing in me and want me to be able to do it for them.
How'd you get into football?
I started playing when I was 6, super early, so it's a lot of retracing. That's probably dang near knowledge. You know what I'm saying? When I learned how to read, do math, I was learning football too, so they go hands in hand.
You and Jaylen, you play similar, just you do different things well. Do you feel like that you guys can be good complements for each other on the field?
Yes, sir. I feel like I believe in what the head guys was doing, and they knew what they was doing when they brought both of us in here. So they got a plan, and it's up for me and Jaylen to follow it.
Where do you feel you best fit on the field?
That's the same thing I was just saying. Like, they got a plan, and it's best for me to fit and follow it. But they dropped the edge defender, and yes, sir.
Okay.
It's a simple question, but what excites you most about joining the NFL?
Rocking out with the best, be able to chance to say I run a world championship. I did a lot of winning growing up, state championships, Little League national championships, but it's nothing like a world championship. So, yeah.
How much dropping did you do for the ball? We don't see them every week, but it's a lot.
One more time.
How much dropping did you do?
For like dropping in coverage, yes, sir. I did probably like 3 minimum a game, 5 max, 3 to 5 max drops. They wasn't dropping me that much, but sometimes I'll get dropped. Yeah, 3 to 5 times max. I ain't out there playing nickel or safety or nothing.
Right.
That's Jalen's game.
Yeah, linebacker, 7. He can come off the edge too, though. Yeah.
Big nickel.
Yeah. Yeah.
What are your plans? I guess they started off-season workouts and stuff. What are your plans? Just get in here and get going as soon as you can.
Yes. That's the plan. Well, we got to report back here at 7 for mini camp. 8 is the last day you got to be in, so something like that.
How excited was your family knowing that you're going to be within driving distance?
My mom was super stoked. She loved Atlanta. She met Coach Raheem during the draft process. Terry, yeah, she loved the connection with those guys and what they was talking about there.
What was your draft party like? Was it fun?
Yeah, it was super fun. It was the first for sure, but it was fun. A lot of family there, a lot of support.
What was your first reaction? I assume when you saw the 404, kind of knew what was going on. What was your first thought?
Yeah, to a certain extent, I knew what was going on. LA was on the clock. Well, I forgot who was before LA, but LA was on the clock, and I'm like, something's going on. I'm getting a call from 404,
Yeah.
and then Rakia had her fingers crossed, hoping it was LA a little bit. So, other than that, yeah.
Run stopping, how much pride do you take in that?
Hey, yeah, run as I want to. It's something that you gotta want to put your face in the fan. So, as long as you want to do it, you can do it.
All right. Right here, guys. Oh. All right. Right here on 3. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Love that. Everybody good?
Can we get one more?
There we go. Hold that.
I want me to smell. I gotta say something.
You guys say something funny. Shoot. I don't have the dad jokes. Oh, wait. Look at you smiling now. You're smiling now.
We can make it go off.
We got it. We can definitely do all of it.